What's up, Super Savers? As promised, your girl is back here because I promised, I told you that I would try out the Dollar Tree makeup and products, okay? And I am back and she has delivered because, like, I have the lashes on, which are bussin'. I have the lip combo going on, which is on deck. And I also have the blush, which is showing out right now, okay? Let's get into it. You know, what products I use and I try, which ones I would use again, which ones I probably will pass on. So let's get started with the Hydrating Glow Serum. So this spray, this is a to give you the dewy finish. Now it did deliver. It did give me that dewy finish, but however, I'm not a dewy kind of girly, so I'm more of a matte girly, you know, but this does work. So for me, I'm probably not gonna purchase this again because I'm not a dewy person, but it definitely worked. Okay, now like I said, the blush, she is on deck. She is showing out. Look, when you use this, a little goes a long way. Okay, when I say a long way, I mean like we're talking like your nail tip, like pinky nail tip. Don't get in here and go all crazy with her and then get mad at her and want to break up with her because you misused her. Okay, a little, and I'm talking a real little, like micro, like get it on there and, like, you know, pat it out. Use your blush or this sponge and just go out with it. You don't need a whole lot of this product, so that means this is going to last you for a long time because a tiny goes a long way. Okay, and it's by the brand Ione. So this is the Ione liquid blush. I definitely would purchase that again. So I'm just going to set that there just for the sake of, you know, that's what I'm going to purchase again. And of course, these are going to be in stock in my beauty room, okay? Because Ione has got it going on. So, of course, I'm going to have these lashes and, you know, I'm happy with them. You know, I don't always wear falsies. Sometimes I opt out to wear the false effect mascara. But hey, for those grown and sexy days and I want to look grown up and I would just want to be showing up on the scene, I'm probably going to be reaching for these. So I will, you know, repurchase those. So I'm going to set them over here on this side because I'm going to repurchase that. Now this Gel Grip by BioPure. This is a face primer and it has hyaluronic acid, okay? Hyaluronic acid, my bad. And this is what it looks like. A little goes a long way. It works wonders, and you know, just because it has an acid in it, so of course I'm going to give that a thumbs up on that one. And this essentially ageless, you know, this is a hydrating serum concealer, and it's by the brand BioPure. Again, look, I like this because it has the ingredients in it and it's essentially ageless. So that's what grabbed me. You know, I would definitely use this again. It is not, you have to build on this concealer. So, you know, it's not a full coverage. Just want to let you guys know, heads up, it is not a full coverage. So don't be trying and be like, it's not. It does work, okay? It's just, you know, it is buildable, but it's not going to be like, bam, coming out the gates. You know, just give her a try. You can put this on top or add your favorite concealer on top of it, but you know, just give it a chance. Would I repurchase this again? Probably not, because when I am on the go, I'm just not trying to keep going, building. I'm not trying to build a face or build a project. So that's why I'm going to pass on her. But anyway, let's get into the sponges. This is by Sassy and Cheek. This is how they look. They come with 4 in there. There's like 2 of these, and then there's 2 of the little round ones in there. This is what I had to work with. So she worked. Would I purchase these again? I probably would, just to get into the small little areas, turn it on a flat part to make it go a little wider. But hopefully, I think they have the sponges like this. You know, it's just that I'm really not reaching for them. But however, I probably would, you know, try that again. I probably would rebuy that. Now let's get into the lip combo. I use the LA Colors. I use the Velvet Plush, and I also use this matte liquid lipstick. And this was the combos that I used, and I'm wearing the combo. And I also went in with the LA Don't Ione lip pencil Scarlet. This is busting. Like you can see, I have it on. It's on my lips. It's not going anywhere. You know, I liked it, the product. I liked it the way it went on. Like I said, I would get these. I would probably purchase the velvet lip again, and probably this matte one too. This brown chocolate one. I would purchase those again because I thought they go on smooth, and then they dry down to like a matte finish. So don't be like when you first put it on, I didn't want a glossy lip. It's not gonna stay glossy, okay? It's gonna, wind down to a matte finish because that's what it is. Now this is by BioPure, and this was a highlighting stick, a glow up highlighting stick, and this is what it looked like. It smells amazing for the most part. This smells yummy. Actually, I brought it. I liked it the way it smelled. I have it on. It is doing what it does. I felt like I had to go in a few times just to get the highlight glow effect that I wanted to achieve, and I think I pretty much achieved that, and I have that on for the most part. So I probably would, I don't know, this kind of like, it's going to be in the middle because I don't know about her yet. I want to just for the smell, but I don't, you know what, I'm probably not going to repurchase this. I can't repurchase this just for the smell because it smells good. It smells really good, really good. I love that about that product. It smells good. It does work, but like I said, I'm not trying to build a face over here when I'm ready to go and I want to have what I want on. I'm not gonna be sitting there like, okay, wait 2 minutes and then I'm gonna put it on again. No, we're not trying to do all that because we want everything to go smooth, okay? Look, the mascara by, it's totally iconic. It's by LA Iconic Length, and it's by LA Colors. And this is what it looked like. This is the packaging of it. This, I feel like a lot of product kept coming out with the brush, and I wasn't even twirling it around. So with that, it kind of like, I'm probably not going to buy this one again. It does deliver a lot of product on the brush. However, when it came to my lashes, because I did prep my lashes before I put the falsies on, it did not deliver. So this is probably one I'm not going to purchase again. Now this by Wet n Wild, it is for your brow and your lashes for those natural days. And it's by Mega Clear. Wet n Wild, I definitely would purchase this again. So if you see this, get this. It's a 2-in-1. So we love a good 2-in-1 over here on this channel. Now the LA Colors, this is a shadow stick. It's white. This did not go on like the picture. The lady on the picture looked like she had her makeup on right. For me, I feel like I had to keep putting more on. I don't know what it was, but it's not matte either. So I would pass on this. I would definitely not get that again. And the Ione, this is a broad eyeliner. This is the eyeliner. Be very careful with this. It does smudges a little, but it does go on, but the product ends up coming down. I can tell it's coming down in my lower lids already. It is nice, but I probably will pass on that as well. This brow pencil, it was not my color. So with that being said, I'm probably going to pass on that, but it is micro. So that gets a thumb up, but I will not repurchase this. And the LA, what is this? This is the Ione, Everlasting Lash Glue. Now, I do have the lash glue on. However, this is kind of up in the air. I may repurchase it. It is black. It doesn't smell. It's non-toxic. I might repurchase this. So I'll just put it on that side. And that's going to be it for this video. Like I said, like, comment, and subscribe. Hey, you want more of these videos, you like to see more products, for the most part, Dollar Tree, has your back. And, I'm not, too mad about the makeup. It actually looks nice. I could really go out, which I am going to go out right now and run some errands. But you know what? Give these a try. Like I said, sometimes you may have to play around with them. Like, just because I chose to pass on those, you might actually like those ones. And you might be like, yeah, I'm down for the glowy finish and, the pencils and stuff. But, I mean, this does work. But like I said, it began to smear, smudge a bit after I put it on, and it's going down here, and I only wanted it to stay up here, and that's why, and because it's not a waterproof either. So until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.